Well, today's December the 30th, I believe. Yeah, and my mom's gone to town. I did have cellular service. I'm just outside. I'm close. I'm at the end of what you call it now? Evergreen Road, or is it North Shore? No, not North Shore. Anyways, it's in behind by Red Bridge. Okay, let's just call it that. And my machine's finally running good now. Been fucking around with it. It's picky on its plugs, and it's picky on putting fuel injector cleaner on it. Even though I call Polaris and I talk to the girl, and she says, I'm not a technician, that being North Bay Cycle, they're a local Polaris dealer. Excuse me, just had to spit. Bad taste in my mouth even thinking about shit like this. Well, fuck, I kind of figured that, you can't just put regular fuel injector cleaner, right? She says you can, but no, it's the rubber seals are more sensitive on two-strokes, and I was right. Well, even though I use the Royal Purple and all this and that, there's less harsh detergents in the Polaris version. I highly doubt that they make it. It could be Klutz or Redline or something. You never know, right? It's like fucking Canadian Tire. Yeah, they sell tires, but do they make all those tires? No. Anyhow. So it looks like I got the rest of that shit out of my fuel tank finally. Because I used 6 ounces, like it said, to do a thorough job based on mileage and all this. And I agree, on the older sleds you probably can get away, because I did use it before on my Arctic Cat. Just the regular clean flow automotive fucking fuel injector cleaner. You guys know it. So, I'm not saying that, it can never be used. I didn't say that. But to me, what I think what's going on is I've kept getting detonation warnings, because it said it can be not detonational, because I was reading my plugs, and my plugs are burning nice tan brown like they're supposed to. So I was keeping an eye on that, so it didn't look like any detonation as far as reading the plugs go. But this fucking engine light that tells you it could be a detonation. It's worded, if you guys look at it in the Polaris manual for this engine light here, this is just the standard cluster. It doesn't have the GPS. It's the way it came. It's a racing machine. That's why I had to put this in too. But anyhow, back to this. So the engine light can mean several things, is what it should say. Okay? It could mean low on oil. It says that you won't always, like, you should get a low oil, right? But it says this'll fucking do it too, though. So if you're low on fuel, low on oil, or if it senses you're using a non-ethanol or ethanol and it's on the wrong setting, you can get it. Or anything motor related can get it, like if there's a timing issue or firing on one cylinder issue. So there's several fucking things that can give it, even if you're getting a fault from your exhaust pipe. Well, that's not the fucking engine, is it? No, it ain't. It's the exhaust. So you can get a lot of false positives. Well, that sensor, for example, in that exhaust, the machine's still going to run, but not at its optimum. Okay, and you'd have to probably let it warm up better, because all that does is tell the fucking ECU that it's up to temperature, that the pipe's going to make the best power at a certain temperature. It's all that's for. It adjusts the timing curve and shit too. But that's not the point. The point is it'll still run. It won't go like how it was going was in limp mode. This fucking light would come on and I'd lose throttle. Blah, blah, blah. And the only time it should fucking do that is when it is detonation or low on injection oil. That would be another good cause, wouldn't it? Well, sure, because these are clean fire engines. They hardly don't ever smoke. So if that's fucking empty, and say your idiot light for the fucking oil level is shot, then yeah, I could see that going on and that happening. Because it says, I'm not going to run anymore till I get checked out, right? So yeah, I could see it doing that for an oil problem, for sure. Because you need fucking oil, you know that. But anyways, yeah. And then, like I said, with spark plugs, it seems fussy. I bought iridiums, and they seem to actually run worse. Yeah, it's harder to start and everything. I bought the 2 different kinds, guys. The NGK expensive ones that are $19 a plug. BPR, I think it is. 9 is the heat range. EIX, okay, for the iridium. And I bought the one, that's the one with the extended insulator. And I bought the one without the extended insulator with no P, just BR9. EIX, yeah. And it don't matter. Like, one sticks out more. If you compare the plugs, the BPR ones, the fucking electrode sticks down more because the fucking insulator hangs out more. I don't want to take the hood off because I got a pair in there. The ones with the shorter insulator without the BPR, just the BR, those ones that got the shorter insulator, those ones actually fire better for these machines. So I'm putting all this out here for people. You're welcome, by the way. Save you a lot of trial and error. Because I've been nothing but testing plugs and fucking around with this for the last 2 weeks straight, okay? I know all the little tricks, so if you gotta... I'm an engineer. We used to make parts. I worked on the fucking first Phoenix program, helped with the landing gear. The landing gear looks similar to this, actually. Could even be a stolen design. Well, it's the same scissor action, though. You know what I mean? I'm a robotic machinist. I used to program $6 million robotics, yeah. But anyways, I worked for DARPA for 12 years. That's why when those asteroids are coming, I'm being saved and you fucks ain't. Well, speaking of wasting money, don't waste money on these, okay? These are like $280 each. They're goat skin and blah, blah, blah. Say they got a 5-year warranty. But they're not warm, okay? And I don't know, it's the most warmest setting. That's the most warmest. They're supposed to have 300 grams of insulation there, 200 here, and 150 in the thumb. But your hands get cold in Canadian winter. And I bought WOLFTECH heat fucking handlebars, and one's faulty. Royal Distributing in Sudbury, Ontario fucking owes me another one. This one works fine. And no, I didn't damage it putting it on. I put it on the same fucking way I put on that one. Put some tape down here so I could start it easy. I taped it and put it on how I'm supposed to. Taped it in a couple spots with black electrician's tape, and I put a nozzle and I slid it on. It went on good, no complaints. But this fucking side's the only side that works. And yeah, as you can see, I was peeling wires back and testing. I've got 12 volts. The ground is fine. The low setting works. The high setting, I got 12 volts. So there's fuck all wrong with my sled. So I want my money back, or new WOLFTECH grips, Royal Distributing. I'm talking to you. One of your best customers. Oh, well, I bought the most expensive pistons. Look. These fuckers were $500 plus tax for 2 pistons. Plus I had to get the wrist pins. There was another $40 each. Plus the gasket kit and everything I bought off you guys. So no fucking around, guys. You owe me new fucking handlebar heaters, okay? Well, thank you, and you're welcome, and thank you. Okay? So anyways, out here snowmobiling by myself. Well, I made a little 10-minute video anyways. 9 minutes, 20-some seconds for my fans. Next Mohawk Grand Chief and President, by the way, you guys. See ya in the next election.